22 from the field, 3 for 7 on three-pointers, 10 for 16 at the free throw line. While Richard Bland was 13 for 31 from the field, 3 of 10 on three-pointers. They did not shoot a free throw, which is most unusual in any tournament. No free throws at all for Richard Bland. I had Richard Bland with a 17-14 rebound advantage. They did, however, have 13 turnovers for 9 for South Suburban. But highly unusual, you don't see a free throw by one team. Almost unheard of.
And we begin the second half of play. South Suburban will have the basketball. Those stats brought to you by Woodard's Computing Services. Humanizing technology one client at a time. Covering all computer needs, home or business. 446-2765 or visit Woodard's Computing Service. Layup made by the statesman of Richard Bland, courtesy of DeAndre Clark and his 11 points. And we're all knotted up at 31. In the paint, South Suburban with the ball. They're going to dump it up top. Turnaround jumper by Pender is good. He's got 6. We'll run down the individual numbers for you here in just a moment. Out on the right-hand side, Hicks with the ball. Now to the left-hand side. Brings it to Clark. Clark on the lob to the right-hand side. It's going to be picked off. South Suburban with the ball. Now it's going to be knocked loose on the floor, and the Bulldogs will come up with it over on the left-hand side. Benford gives. Bell drops it down low underneath to Harris. His shot no good. Rebound all the way out. Pender will come up with it. He'll give to Benford. He'll drive, and he'll be fouled. And he'll go to the line. That foul, courtesy of Jaquan Wooten. That's his second, and the team's first of the second half. Stepping to the Country Financial agent, Dave Harvey free throw line. Armand Benford trying to add to his 9 points and get to double digits. First one on the way is good. For the Bulldogs, Tobin with 1, Matthews with 3, Bell with 7, Harris with 4, Mingo with 3, Pender with 6. And another one now on the way by Benford. It is good, and he's got 11. 35-31, that 4-point lead, the largest of the night for the Bulldogs. Out on the right-hand side. Richard Bland with the ball. They now work to the left. Mitchell will hand it off. Coming up across the top is Hicks. Hicks into the lane, throws it up, off the back iron, no good. Pender with the rebound, and on the outlet to the left-hand side. Benford into the forecourt, dumps it down deep into the corner. Spin move on the drive, the scoop shot no good, and Harris will go to the line.
What a move he made, though, my goodness. What a move.
He's got a nice quick step. That'll be the third on Mitchell. And the second against Richard Bland here in this second half of play. Harris at the line. Good crowd continues to file in, getting set for our championship game here tonight. The First Country Financial agent Dave Harvey free throw is good, and he'll get another one. If you're in the area, come on out. Still a lot to be played in this one. It'll be a good one. And a great championship game coming your way as well. Second one is no good. Rebound scooped up by the Statesman out to the left-hand side. Taylor gives to Hicks. Hicks into the forecourt. Now gives to Markland. Markland will dribble down the left-hand side. He's going to be cut off. Trying to get rid of it. Finally does so. Inside to Mitchell. Mitchell throws it away. It's going to be picked off. The layup is no good as he tried to dunk it off of the back. And Harris hit the rim instead of the net. And Richard Bland comes back down the floor with the ball. Hicks on the cross court, and they throw it away. Arrington couldn't stay in bounds with it. And the Memories by Design turnover gives it right back to South Suburban.
We've had some unusual things happen in this game. Missing a dunk, no free throws by one team and a half. Strange game.
They're all unique and quirky in their own way, Fowler.
Absolutely. We've seen a lot of them through the years. Every now and then you see something different.
Pender gets the ball from Benford. He'll give right-hand side. Bell heavily guarded. Now pulls up, takes the shot. It's no good off the side of the rim. Rebound by Pender. Bulldogs maintain control. Pender shot blocked away, and the Statesmen have it. Quickly up the floor they come. Hicks with the ball, brings it across the green stripe in midcourt. Looks to the top, now to the right, dumps it off Arrington. Arrington down low, and the ball is going to be stripped away. They're going to call a held ball, and possession arrow belongs to Richard Bland. So they will keep it underneath their own. 17-13 left to go here in this contest, our third place game.
Got a little discussion going on down there.
Lee Howard's shirt came up out of his shorts, and they're going to make him tuck it all back in. Here's the alley-oop to Wooten, and a foul is going to be called. Wooten went way up into the air to get it. Trying to battle with him was Lee Howard, and Howard is going to pick up his first personal foul. Fowler Canal, you might notice that on the, you're right, they're about to shoot their first free throws of the game.
Of the game.
23 minutes into it, and the first one is good.
Well, they haven't forgot how to shoot free throws, I guess.
Fowler, what I started to say is you'll notice on the uniform of South Suburban they have a little black band. That's really for two reasons. One, a former assistant South Suburban coach, Leon Van Hook, passed away this week, so they wear the band in honor of him. Also, Lee Howard's grandmother passed away.
I remember hearing about the
in the last 48 hours. And so they honor her memory with that band as well. 36-33, South Suburban with the lead. Here's a jumper in the corner. It won't go. Loose ball on the floor. Benford comes up with it. He'll fire it up top and around the arc. Bell with a fake, drives into the lane. He'll throw it up, and it is good.
Oh, he got the friendly bounce.
Bell with his 9th point of the game, and that's his first from the field. Everything else had come from the free throw line. Out on the left-hand side, Arrington with the ball. Now comes across to the right. Dumps it down low, and it's in and out of the hands of Taylor. He lets it get out of play. And another Memories by Design turnover. Memories by Design located in Town Center, where they've got all kinds of unique gift ideas, whether it be for weddings, anniversaries, birthdays, just about any gift-giving holiday you can imagine. Out to the left-hand side. The Bulldogs will put it up in the air by Harris, and the bucket is good. He's got 7.
Use the backboard for that layup.
7-point Bulldog lead. Down to the left-hand side. The drive in the lane by Markland won't go, and the rebound by Bell. 2-on-2 up the floor. Bell leads the intended receiver too far and overthrows him. It goes out of play, and another Memories by Design turnover by the white-clad Dogs.
Going too fast, weren't they?
Just couldn't quite catch up to it. Inbounding the basketball, Jackson will give it to Bing Jr. He'll have to go toe-to-toe with Bell. Bing Jr. now pushes up the floor across the Jaguar logo at midcourt. Markland upstairs to Arrington. Left-hand side, Bing Jr. He'll drive the baseline, and a foul is going to be called. That'll be a block underneath. And that foul is going to be on Harris. It'll be his second and the team's second. Bing Jr. will head to the free throw line. Country Financial agent Dave Harvey sponsors our free throws, where you can give him a call. I'd wait till Monday. 431-8722. Free throw on the way is up, and it is good. And he'll get another.
They're making up for their lack of free throws in that first half. They're 3 for 3 in this one.
And that is his first point of the game. He's looking for another.
Hey, 41.
Second free throw is good. 40-35, the Bulldog lead cut to 5. They've got the leather as well in the backcourt.
Fox 13.
And they'll put the ball on a leash and bring it into the forecourt. Benford to the right side, gives it to Howard. Off to the left side, Bell. Bell, Benford, back to Bell. Bell is going to dribble inside the free throw line extension. Now they work into Pender. Pender's going to take it into the paint. He's double teamed and he traveled.
Yep.
Pender was trying to avoid getting cut off, and in doing so, drug his feet just a little bit.
Yep.
And another Memories by Design turnover. Bell continues to work on Bing. Now out to the right-hand side. Richard Bland will push the ball to Markland. Back to Bing, left-hand side. That's where they hand it off to Arrington. Arrington, nice dump down.
Oh, what a nice,
and a great
what
job
a nice
defensively
play
by Benford.
Great defensive play there. Looked like he had a layup.
He would have, but Benford knocked it out of his hands as he went the baseline drive. Now to the left-hand side, Markland gets the Richard Bland inbound. Bing Jr. with a spin move in the lane, stops, turns, shoots, missed it. Pender and Wooten were battling for the board, and it goes out of play, and it belongs to South Suburban. 15:01 left to go in this third-place game on the East Main Street Dairy Queen scoreboard. A 5-point dog lead. East Main Street Dairy Queen, where they've got Orange Julius products, also premium smoothies. Here's a give to Bell. Try their blizzard of the month, which this month is the mint Oreo blizzard. Couple of bodies banging around down low, and that foul is going to be whistled on Markland, I believe. It is.
Okay.
It'll be his second. Team's third, and the Bulldogs are going to have the ball.
Got some subs coming in now for both teams.
El Taib comes in, also checking in Mingo for John Pagatti. And we've got Markland picking up another foul before they even inbound the ball.
Well, that's rare. My goodness.
Off the inbound, it comes to the left-hand side. Bodies banging around inside, and in fact, one falls. Now around the top they come. They'll hand it off to Mingo. Mingo to the right-hand side. Harris with the ball. Gives to Bell. Bell is going to spin just outside the paint. Fires one up, and it won't go. Wooten with the rebound, and he stepped out of play. Memories by design turnover by Richard Bland as Wooten got the rebound and then got too far underneath the bucket.
Out of Bell.
Had nowhere to go and ended up stepping out of play. Bulldogs way up top to Bell. Bell, left-hand side. They give it out to Harris. He'll drive, baseline, missed a shot. Tip no good. Battle for the ball, and the Statesmen come out of the pile with it. Jackson is going to feed off to the right-hand side. Quickly up the floor, they push to Wooten. Wooten couldn't come up with a handle, and South Suburban will steal it away. 2-on-1. Bell gives Harris reverse layup. Good.
Beautiful, beautiful layup.
Harris with his 9th point of the game.
That was a gorgeous move.
Looking around. Clark now to the left-hand side. Bing Jr. in the corner, Jackson underneath Wooten, and he tucks it away.
Say they haven't had many open looks, but they sure did on that one.
Wooten with the basket, and we've got a media timeout on the floor. We'll take it. 13:36 left to go in the game. 42-37, the lead by South Suburban. You're listening to the NJCAA Radio Network, brought to you by Doug and Teresa Barnett and the Barnett family, and watching this and all the championship games on NJCAA TV. A media timeout, but it came at a good time for the Statesmen, Fowler Cannell, as the Bulldogs are up by 5, and it gives the Richard Bland head coach Chuck Moore an opportunity to talk to his team a little bit more.
It's been a hard-fought game. Both teams really worked the ball, and you don't get many uncontested shots in this game. You have to earn everything.
South Suburban with the ball, coming out of the media timeout, brought to you by Tilton ProLube with their top-notch service, Pennzoil products and convenience, all in one location. Located at the corner of Ross Lane and Georgetown Road. Out on the left-hand side, Bing with the ball. 42-37, Richard Bland trails. To the left, they work it to Jackson on the baseline. Jackson dribbles once to check the air pressure and now brings it up top. Clark, and around the arc they go. To the right-hand side, Bing Jr. to Clark from three, in and out, no good. A rebound loose on the floor. It's going to be saved by Richard Bland. They get it to Bing Jr., who will fire it to Markland. Markland in the lane, and the layup is good. What a great move by Miles Markland. Slowly now, South Suburban gets it across the sponsor logos at mid-floor. Where they go down low, Harris went backdoor and was wide open
for some reason.
Now to the right-hand side, they'll feed it up the floor, blocked away by Pender. Clark tried to take it to the hole on the baseline. Pender blocks it away. South Suburban up the floor, and Bell couldn't complete it. Rebound by the Statesman to the left-hand corner. Clark again with a three. In and out, won't go. Pender with the rebound, and a foul is going to be called, and that'll be whistled against Mitchell. That will be his fourth fouler, the fifth against Richard Bland. And now a few more subs will come into the lineup. With 12:11 left to go here in the second half on the East Main Street Dairy Queen scoreboard. Mingo will bring it into play. Hands it off to Benford, and Benford will push up to the right-hand side where he's going to be double-teamed. Now stops, feeds into the corner. Three on the way, short. Going after it, however, is Mingo, and he'll get it underneath. Pender dunks it home. What a great assist to get it to Pender, and Pender takes it home. A 7-point lead, the largest of the game by the Bulldogs. Here's a lob down low to Wooten. Wooten will kiss it off the back of the rim, and he gets the friendly roll.
Yeah, he sure did.
He's got 13. 46-41. South Suburban with the lead in the leather. Benford on the lob, down low. Bell went backdoor, and he couldn't get it to drop. Rebound by Richard Bland. Up the floor they come. Bing Jr. to Clark from three. It is no good. What a tip, but it won't go. Again with the rebound, Jackson, but this time he came in from out of bounds, and in doing so had not positioned himself inbounds yet and was whistled out of play.
Man.
Well, needless to say, the tempo in this one is picked up.
Oh, the competition is terrific. Neither team given an inch. You really work for everything.
Benford to Harris. Harris lost the handle on the ball. Stolen away by the Statesman. A memories by design turnover. Hicks will push it up the floor to the top of the key. Now fires off right-hand side. Bing Jr. down in the corner. Three in the air. It won't go for Smith. Fighting for the rebound is Clark, and Clark will pull it out, and the black-clad Statesman will keep control. They work down low. Smith will throw it up high off the window, and it won't go. Wooten rebound, put back, no good. This time the board belongs to Harris.
The ball just won't drop for him. 3 shots and couldn't make any.
Left-hand side, Benford with the ball to the free throw line. Pulls up, stops, shoots, missed it off the front of the rim. Rebound, Pender. He'll drive into the lane. The ball is knocked loose out of his hands. Clark with a steal up top. Clark throws it away into the crowd.
Turnover begat turnover that time.
Back-to-back memories by design, TOs. And South Suburban wants to take a timeout.
We needed one, didn't we?
I think everybody did. Take a deep breath and regroup for a moment. 10-12 left to go here in the second half of play. Fowler-Cannell 46-41. The 5-point lead belongs to the Bulldogs. It's a Tilton ProLube timeout with top-notch service, Pennzoil products, and convenience, all in one location. Located in the corner of Ross Lane and Georgetown Road. Also want to thank American Eagle Auto Glass, one of our sponsors for all your auto glass needs. They're located in the Illiana area. Clearly the right choice. Give them a call at 443-GLASS. And we want to welcome those of you listening and watching along all across the country, South Holland, as well as out in Petersburg, Virginia. Great to have you along watching this exciting third-place game. Coming up next, our national championship matchup between the Hurricanes of Lewisburg and the Spartans of Southwestern.
Yeah, Southwestern fans have arrived. Lots of red across from us.
Yes, indeed. Creston, Iowa, a city of somewhere between 6,000 and 7,000. And most of them are here tonight.
It seems like quite a few of them.
Probably put a little sign on the city welcome sign coming into the community that just said, we'll be back
fishing
tomorrow with a...
Gone fishing, yeah.
I think it worked.
We'll be back home tomorrow. South Suburban coming out of the Tilton Pro Loop timeout. Benford, right-hand side. That's where they dump it off to Matthews. Up top and around the arc they go. Left-hand side, Benford. Benford in between the circles.
About as long as we've held the ball the whole game.
This time they've had to use the shot clock. Benford on the drive. He missed it. Tip won't go. Tip won't go. Battle for the ball. Saving it is going to be Smith, but he does right to a Bulldog. They'll work it down underneath. Pinder gets the one-handed hook in the bucket.
And they worked hard for that.
That was all set up by Mingo's assist. Here's a jumper in the corner on the way. Good! Arrington with his first 3 points of the game.
Didn't take long, did it?
It comes with 9:20 left to go here in the contest. 48-44. The Bulldog 4-point lead. Matthews.
Very few shots are uncontested in this game. They just have to work like the devil for them.
Mingo with the ball. He'll drive into the lane, dumps it off down low. Harris fighting his way in, blocked away. Harris tried to come up with it, and he lost it out of play. Wooten with a big-time block.
Still anybody's game with South Suburban clinging to a 4-point lead at 48-44 with 8:59 to go in regulation, I should say.
You and that dirty word. Out to the right side, South Suburban trying to guard this Richard Bland offensive explosion. And a foul is going to be called. Boy, there are some players up top, Fowler, that when they get to Statesman basketball, their first step is so quick. You really have to be on your toes defensively. Down into the left-hand corner, Hicks. Hicks beyond the arc. Trying to get it into the lane. He will fire it outside. It's going to be blocked away and stolen away. Bell with the South Suburban basketball into the forecourt. He's going to be double teamed. Now hands it off to Matthews. Matthews back to the left-hand side. 3 on the way, and it won't fall for Bell. Rebound loose on the floor, and it's going to be scooped up by Richard Bland. To the left side, Hicks. Hicks will bring it across the midcourt stripe. Looking off to the right, dribbling off to the left. That's where he's going to hand it to Smith. Smith takes it into the paint, and we've got a body block.
You'd call that either way there.
That foul on Mingo will be his second. It's the team's 4th, and now Benford will come in place of Mingo. Also checking into the lineup, Henry will come in place of Wooten. Henry will.
Real physical game, isn't it? My goodness.
It is. Smith on the drive in the lane, throws it away, trying to get it back outside to Arrington. Plus Fowler, 4 games in 5 days at very high level of competition.
Absolutely, and no lack of effort in this game. Both teams playing really hard.
They will all sleep good tonight and tomorrow.
Oh, there you are. They bounce back in a hurry.
And then Chuck Moore and John Pagatti will start recruiting for next year. Benford out beyond the perimeter. Goes from right to left and bounce passes it over to the left-hand side. Having some trouble with it is Harris. It's going to be stolen away. Picked off over on the right-hand side. On the drive, up the floor. The shot by Henry, no good. And a foul is going to be called. That foul is going to be on Benford, it'll be his second, the team's fifth. At the Country Financial Agent free throw line, Brandon Henry trying to add to his 4 points. First one on the way, good.
That's it. Got a basket on it.
Oh, correct me. I missed that one completely. So with the hoop and the harm, Henry now has 7 points, and it's a 1-point ball game. Out to the right-hand side. Benford on the alley-oop. Gets to the Pender, but he couldn't hold on to the ball.
Oh, my goodness.
A Memories by Design turnover for South Suburban. Up the floor, Arrington loses the handle on the ball. Bell almost stole it away, but Arrington comes right back up with it. Now he'll hand it off to Hicks, and we've got a timeout on the floor.
We needed one.
It's a 30, and we'll keep it here.
Wide open plays for them. We've been on 48.
Spalding is proud to be the official basketball of the National Junior College Athletic Association. Spalding's TF 1000 Legacy Bowl, used exclusively at all NJCAA basketball championships. The NJCAA thanks Spalding for their continued support. Spalding, true to the game. 7:16 left to go. 48-47, South Suburban in their white uniforms, trimmed in navy and black, lead by 1. You see a little South Suburban fan on the screen. They've brought some as well. Nice sized crowd on hand here tonight, building our way towards the championship matchup. Coming out of the Tilton Pro Lube timeout. Hicks will get the inbound for Richard Bland. They have led by as many as 5 at one time in this game. They're down by 1 now. The official started to blow the play dead and then realized what he thought was going to happen didn't happen. And now with a loose ball, they're going to call possession arrow and give it to South Suburban.
That was weird, wasn't it?
Well, I think he thought something was going to happen, inadvertently blew the whistle. In doing so, the ball was not under either team's possession. And so at that point, you have to go to the possession arrow, and in this case, it belonged to South Suburban.
Strange.
Now in the backcourt.
7:06 to go in a 1-point game with South Suburban ahead.
Out to the left-hand side, they work it to Matthews. Matthews back up top. Bell on the right-hand side, goes to the left, Matthews. He'll pull up, baseline jumper, no good, and the rebound's going to be scooped up by Henry. Henry will bring it across the green stripe of mid-floor, into the right-hand hands of Smith. Now to the left side, that's where they go to Arrington. Arrington drives into the lane, trying to avoid the travel, had to let go of the basketball. It almost went out of play. Benford saved it to Bell, and Bell will give it back to Benford, and South Suburban will have the Memories by Design turnover. Now a foul is going to be called, and that'll be Javon Arrington with his second and the team's 6th.
Oh boy. It might come down to free throws.
6:30 left to go.
And we're not beyond the dreaded you-know-what. Always a possibility.
Benford at the free throw line, pulls up, jumper, too hard off the back of the rim, and the rebound by Taylor. Richard Bland will go the other way. Hicks into the forecourt, out on the right-hand side, brings it across the top. Taylor now to the left side, Henry. Henry will dribble it up top. Markland to the right side, Hicks. Hicks at the free throw line extension, dribbles once, lobs down low, trying to get it into the bucket is Wooten, and he's going to be fouled.
Oh boy.
23, 3 on him.
And that foul is going to be on Harris. It'll be his 3rd.
6 fouls apiece, so they'll take the ball out of bounds.
Trying to put it into play. Looking down low, they get it to Taylor. He turns and shoots. Missed it. Rebound by Harris.
Missed the bunny.
Harris out to the right-hand side. Dumps it off. He'll fire it left-hand side, and up top they come to Bell. He'll shoot the 3, and it's no good off the back of the rim. Taylor with the rebound. Richard Bland will go the other way. Quick feed up the floor. Wooten is going to be fouled. And sending him to the line will be Armand Benford.
Richard Bland was 0 for 0 at the free throw line the first half. This half, they're 5 for 5. They're making up for lost time.
Wooten at the line with 13 points, and he's trying to add to it.
It's a long lean one.
Be ready, 50%.
First one on the way is no good.
Oh,
Off
boy.
the side of the rim.
First miss.
So he'll have to try it again. Clark now comes in the lineup for Richard Bland. Wooten, second free throw from the Country Financial agent Dave Harvey free throw line is good.
He tied it. The game's tied at 48-all with 5:47 to go in this consolation match.
To the right-hand side, Benford with the ball. Looks to the middle of the floor, goes to the middle of the floor, around the arc. Pender at the free throw line. Right-hand side, and a travel is going to be called on Matthews. Mingo will check into the lineup in place of Matthews.
5.5 to go, and we're all tied at 48.
On the East Main Street Dairy Queen scoreboard, where East Main Street has your favorite soft serve treats and Orange Julius premium smoothies. Try the Blizzard of the month, which is the Mint Oreo Blizzard. Here's a lob down low. Wooten baseline with the ball. Kicks it back out top pick. Six brings it to the top of the key. Now to the left-hand side, Clark. Nice feed down low. Taylor one-handed, and he's going to be fouled. That foul on Pender will be his second.
Thing about this game, it's been action all the way, no delay in all of it. Just a tough defensive battle. Both teams are just working their tails off in this game. 48-all and chance to break the tie. And
first free throw is good, and that gives Richard Bland the lead. He's got 5 points, and the Statesmen are up by 1.
First time in a long time since they've been ahead.
Second free throw now is up, and it is good.
They're 8 out of 9 on free throws after failing to go to the line the first half. They made up for it, 8 out of 9.
Left-hand side, Benford, beautiful feed down low. Pender tried to go reverse. He couldn't get it to go. The tip won't go. The rebound now by Hicks, and the Statesmen will go in the opposite direction. Over on the left-hand side, they flip it to the right side. Markland, baseline drive. Missed it, and the rebound by Pender. On the outlet, he tried to get it to Harris, and Harris wasn't looking. There to pick it off is Hicks. He'll feed to Taylor, who will shoot the three, and it is no good. Wooten, rebound, put back, no good. Wooten, rebound, put back, and he's fouled.
Man, oh man, they had some furious action there, wasn't it?
The foul on Harris will be his fourth.
They're starting to dominate the rebounding all of a sudden.
4:34 to play, 50-48. Richard Bland with the lead, and they're at the Country Financial agent Dave Harvey free throw line. The first one is no good.
Well, they've been so good at the line, 8 out of 9 this half until that miss.
And he'll get another one. As he lines up the second one, it is no good off the front of the rim. Missed them both in the rebound by the Bulldogs. Down the right-hand side, Benford with the ball. He'll orchestrate the offense. First looking to the right, now dribbles off to the left. He'll take it to the right-hand side. We're on the baseline. He's going to get cut off and brings it back up top. Now they feed to Harris at the free throw line. Underneath, Benford stops, fakes. Shot blocked away by Taylor, and the ball belongs to Richard Bland. Hicks will push it up the floor. Top of the key, dribbles left-hand side. That's where he'll hand off Markland. Now to Clark, shoots a three. It is no good. Harris with the rebound for South Suburban. 3:55 to play. Richard Bland with a 2-point lead. South Suburban with the leather. Bell, left-hand side, toe-to-toe with Hicks. Drops it down low. They work it into Pender. He spins to the outside, shoots, and missed it, and the rebound is going to be scooped up by Clark. He'll hand to Hicks. Hicks out on the right-hand side, wants to really pull back the pace of the game. Now to Clark. Markland. Left-hand side,
wide
Hicks.
opener for a three.
Hicks is going to be fouled.
Not much of a foul, but he did foul him.
And Mingo just picked up his third. That's the team's 10th, and therefore, Richard Bland will be in the double bonus for the remainder of this one.
This is their 12th trip to the free throw line. They didn't go there at all the first half. South Suburban's only gone to the line 4 times this half.
204 seconds left to go in this one, and the
It's going to make the difference, free throws, the way it's going.
First one by Ricky Hicks is good. That's his first point of the game.
Their 13th try at the line this half. South Suburban's 3 for 4 this half.
Second one now on the way. Takes a long look at it. Lets it go, and it's good. A 2-possession lead now for Richard Bland.
South Suburban needs a basket at the worst way. They don't need a 3, but they need something to happen. They don't want to get any farther behind.
Mingo out on the left, brings it up top. Harris looks to the right, goes back to Mingo. Mingo out beyond the perimeter. Kicks it down low. Bell trying to make something happen. Spins to the baseline, fires it out to the outside. On the drive, Benford layup, no good. Rebound, saved by the Bulldogs. They give to Benford, the bucket is good, and he's going to be fouled.
Boy, they worked for that one.
Well, all the credit there goes to Lee Howard, who got the rebound and a great assist into Bedford.
They had missed their last 9 shots before they got that rebound basket.
Bedford with his 13th point of the game. Smith
they needed
with the
that
foul.
one in the worst way to miss that many shots. And they must have been close-in shots, pretty well defended.
Missed the free throw.
Oh, boy.
52-50, Richard Bland with the lead, underneath 3 minutes to go.
Richard Bland has really rebounded like gangbusters.
Smith up top, off to the right-hand side, Markland. Jackson, underneath, Arrington, back outside, Markland from 3, and he missed it. Rebound by Smith, knocked loose on the floor, and the Bulldogs have it. Driving up the floor, Bell one-on-one, the layup is good, and he's going to be fouled. Great play by your leader, Rasheed Bell.
My goodness.
He's got 11 points, and he'll go to the line for a chance to put South Suburban back up by 1.
Well, they fell behind briefly, about 4 points, and then all of a sudden they're back in it and got a chance to take the lead. How about that?
That foul on Markland is his 4th and the team's 8th.
You know who's in the house, don't you?
Oh, yes. Overtime Michael
Overtime
Haldy.
Mike. We got. If they keep playing like this, we might have double overtime. Who knows?
Bell's free throw.
Oh, he
no
missed.
Good. We're all tied with 2:28 to go. Markland with the Richard Bland basketball to the right-hand side. Smith, Jackson, left side. Arrington to Markland. Markland, free throw line extension. Now dribbles a couple of times up top, trying to get Wooten to go back down low. Goes off to the right-hand side, Smith. Back upstairs it comes Jackson, left-hand side. Pulling up to shoot is Arrington from 3, and it won't go. Battle for the board. Jackson put back, no good. Loose ball on the floor, and Bedford comes up with it
Holy
for South
cow,
Suburban.
they had 2 cracks at it.
Underneath the 2-minute warning of the second half, South Suburban with the ball. All tied at 52.
Oh, he's all over him there.
Bell to Benford to Bell. Out on the right-hand side, he'll pull up from 17 feet, and it is good.
Oh, he got the friendly bounce.
13 points by Bell.
1:30 to go.
And a
A
timeout.
timeout. We needed one.
It's a full, we'll take it. 1:28 left to go in the game, 54-52. South Suburban with the lead. The ball belongs to Richard Bland when we return on the NJCAA Radio Network and NJCAA TV. 1:28 left to go in the game. 54-52, the lead belongs to the Bulldogs of South Suburban.
This is where a lot of strategy comes in, what you're going to do, and clock is important.
If you watch Chuck Moore down there, he was working his team hard with how they're going to approach this, and you knew all along the plan was to get into the Wooten, and a foul is going to be called on Lee Howard. That'll be his second.
Wow.
And Wooten will go to the line.
The big guy.
Well, I think they'd rather take their chances, South Suburban would, with Wooten at the line rather than on the base.
Well, you don't want to give up anything in this game.
Wooten's first free throw on the way. It is good. Boy, what a beautiful touch for a big man.
Well, they've feasted at the free throw line. It didn't take a free throw the first half, as we've said repeatedly, but they've been to the line. This is their 15th try at the line, and they've made 11 of them. Make it 12. Whoops, he missed it.
Off the front of the
Holy
rim, no
cow.
good. We've got a 1-point ball game. 1:18 left to go here in this third place contest. South Suburban with the lead and the basketball. Out on
Run
the
a little
right
clock
side.
here. You can run a little clock.
Mingo to the right
Very
hand
little.
side. Benford looking down inside. He'll take it to the baseline. Stops, looks. He's going to be double teamed. Calls timeout.
Yeah, that's a good call there. They needed it. 1 minute to go exactly. South Suburban clinging to a 54-53 lead. What a game. I hope the championship is as well played.
Oh, there's no
and it
doubt.
can't be any
That'll
more
be-
ferocious in this game.
That'll be just as exciting, to say the least.
These teams ought to play a doubleheader sometime to see who all comes out. My goodness.
The Tilton Pro Lube timeout with top-notch service, Pennzoil products and convenience, all in one location. Located at the corner of Russ Lane and Georgetown Road. Again, we want to thank our radio network presenting sponsor, the Doug and Teresa Barnett family, who support the Vermilion County Rape Crisis Center's upcoming fundraiser, Walk a Mile in Her Shoes. That'll be held on May 6th. For more information, check them out on Facebook at Vermilion County Rape Crisis Center.
Look at that clock. 1 minute and 8 seconds on the time clock, on the possession clock. 8 seconds to get a shot off, and you're clinging to a 1-point lead.
Fans, you can follow all the action of the 2017 NJCAA Men's and Women's Basketball Championships live on NJCAA TV. Just go to www.njcaatv.com to view live and archive video of each game. Again, that's www.njcaatv.com. And all teams at the NJCAA Basketball Championship scouted their opponents using technology by crossover intelligence. Coaches, take your scouting to the next level thanks to the innovation and expertise from the professionals at Crossover Intelligence. Out to the left-hand side, South Suburban with the ball. A shot before the buzzer, off the front of the rim, no good by Bell. Rebound, put back on the way, no good. Loose ball on the floor, and Richard Bland has it. Up the floor they come, 45 seconds to go. Arrington will shoot, he misses it, and he's called for the charge. Arrington is called for the player control charge.
Wow, 43 seconds to go. Still clinging to a 1-point lead. They can't run out the clock, though.
That'll be his third. Chuck Moore is asking the official to go to the monitor, I think, to replay it to see whether or not it was in fact a charge.
I don't think they're going to do that.
I'm not sure they can do that, although I guess within 2 minutes every play can be reviewed.
Man, oh man, what do you do here?
40 seconds left to go. South Suburban with the ball, up by 1, 54-53. Benford with the basketball. 20 seconds on the shot clock. There's an 11-second difference between the two. On the drive, Benford pushes the ball down low. Up top it comes. Bell with the ball. Now feeds it. It comes back upstairs to Harris. To Benford. 8 seconds to go. Benford in the lane. Tries to throw it up, and he travels.
Called him for a travel.
A memories by design turnover for South Suburban. 17 seconds left to go here in the game.
Man, oh man, oh man.
Richard Bland with the ball, and we've got a full timeout. We're going to keep it here.
What a game.
54-53, South Suburban with the 1-point lead, but Richard Bland with the ball.
Oh, they had some chances to open it to 3-point lead, and now they're just one ahead with 17.2. That .2 might mean something in this game.
No question about that. Quickly, let's take a look at the scores. For the Statesman of Richard Bland, Bing Jr. with 2, Arrington with 3, Hicks with 2, Clark with 11, Taylor with 6, Joyner with 2, Markland with 2, Wooten with 15, and I can guarantee you they are working on a play to get the ball inside to Wooten right now.
You think that's the guy?
Without any doubt in my mind.
What's he got?
15 points
Yeah.
and about 4 inches on everybody else.
I think they're aware of that.
Henry with 7 and Jackson with 2 for the Bulldogs of South Suburban. Tobin with 1, Matthews with 3, Bell with 13, Benford with 13, Harris with 11, Mingo with 3, Pender with 10. 17 seconds to go in this third place game. 54-53. South Suburban with a 1-point lead. Richard Bland with the ball. As they
What a
come
ball
out
game.
of the Tilton Pro Lube timeout.
No question, this is the best game of the tournament so far. No question.
Arrington will inbound the basketball in the backcourt. They're going to get it to Markland. Markland will bring it up the floor. 14 seconds to go. Markland, right-hand side, dribbles to the left, gives it to Bing Jr. 9 seconds to go. In between the circles, Bing is going to drive into the lane, kicks it left-hand side. Markland from 3, missed it. Rebound by South Suburban, and a foul is going to be called with 1.6 seconds to go.
They missed the three-pointer, and South Suburban got the rebound. Their 22nd rebound this half. And that was a big one.
Markland with his 5th. That is the team's 10th. And the night for Miles Markland has come to an end.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy.
1.6 seconds. A 1-point South Suburban lead.
Miracles
and
have happened with
line
one
is
little
Bingo.
over a little less than 2 seconds to go. Crazy things have happened, but when he makes these 2 free throws, it's not going to make any difference because they're going to need a three-pointer to win it anyhow. To get any kind of a shot off, you can't do much. They had 4 seconds, you could do it.
At the Country Financial
But
Agent
not with
Dave
1 and
Harvey
2.
free throw line. Mingo with a couple of bounces. The first one on the way is short.
Make it a little more enticing. They hit their first free throw attempts this half. Now they've missed 4 in a row this half at the free throw line.
Chuck Moore is going to take a timeout for the Statesman of Richard Bland, a Tilton Pro Lube timeout, and they're talking about if he makes it, who's going to take the ball out of bounds and who's going to take that shot at the buzzer to win it.
Well, it has to be just a half-court shot or farther because you can't dribble twice and get a shot off.
And what I really appreciate about the officials here at this national tournament, you can see they are talking right now. That communication is happening. I can also guarantee you there is a lot of conversation going on in the production room right now of NJCAA TV because if anything happens, it will be reviewed over and over and over.
Yeah, you don't want to foul on a free throw. If he misses a free throw, you don't want to be charging into somebody.
Of course, they have the opportunity to review everything, and again, hats off to the NJCAA TV crew, Jeff Rush, who leads that team, but all of the great work from the camera operators, the assistant producers. We've had Kaiser DeCam here from Blueprint Technologies, who's just been a tremendous asset.
You know, actually, a missed free throw would probably be advantageous.
Certainly, because it takes a lot more time to get the ball off the rim and feed it out than it does to set up an inbound opportunity, no question. And that's why Chuck Moore, I'm sure, covered both of those scenarios inside the huddle. Coming out of the Tilton Pro Lube timeout, at the free throw line for South Suburban will be Mingo. He's got one coming. It's a 1-point lead. He can try to make it a 2-point lead. Mingo with a long look at the basket. It is up and it is no good off the front of the rim. Going after the rebound. Mingo comes up with a rebound. And
oh my goodness. A big rebound.
53. South Suburban wins it.
The rebound of his life. Oh my goodness.
That ball was so short off the front of the rim and bounced out to the side. I think it surprised everybody except Mingo.
Goodness.
And Mingo tracks down the rebound to come away with a 54-53 1-point win for the Bulldogs of South Suburban. With that, the Bulldogs end their year at 24-12 and will be awarded the third place trophy. Their opponents, the Statesmen of Richard Bland, will end the year at 28-6 and will be the fourth best team in the nation. Head coach John Pagatti joins us, and what was an absolutely enjoyable basketball game to watch from here, although it may not have been from where you sit.
Not for me. You know what? It was two really good defensive teams.
Oh, absolutely.
They're long. You know, I got it. Whatever water they have in Virginia, I'm taking my son there so that he can grow, because they're just monsters. Okay, but. You know, it's just two really good defensive teams that played well today defensively.
You worked your tails off,
yes,
no question.
You know
about
what I mean? And that's the thing, is that the defensive end last night was disappointing. I told our guys, really, we don't give up 2 threes for missed transition baskets in the first half. They had 29. They only have 23 points. So defensively, I thought we did a good job, but they did a great job too. It was both great defensive teams, and we just got the last, got lucky, got 1 point better.
I bet you've never been in a game when the other team didn't shoot a free throw in the first half, and then they ended up shooting 50 in the second half.
Yeah, I know. And you know what? They're big and strong, and we fouled a little bit, and then, and our guys were a little soft or weak, going to the weak side. But, I thought we did a good job in the first half of being able to cover that. In the second half, we just got a little lazy. We also got a little tired. They play more players than we do, and so we sort of, if we were off ball, we were taking a break. And we should have been in help side.
Every shot was contested.
Yes.
Well, and you won it with a team effort. You look down the board, Bell with 13. You've got, I think, Benford with 13, Harris 11, but Pender really stepped up big against the big bodies in the paint.
Yeah, he did, and Shaq can do that. He's just got a knack to find the ball, and those big guys, they just use their length. They don't really block out, so if he's not being blocked out too, he can go find things, and I thought he did a good job. But I'll tell you one thing, Lee Howard made a great kid that we started in honor of his grandmother, that type of thing. He made a big-time rebound down here, a block out that allowed Anthony Harris, and then he made the mistake of trying to put it back up. But got a big rebound if you think about it.
Right.
With 40 seconds to go, it took some more time off the clock, which ended up being our friend because we won it last second, with the time ran out.
Coach, congratulations on a third-place finish in the country.
Thank you, guys.
Super
I appreciate
game.
it.
Any differently, or you just play it as it goes?
Well, our coaches, they get us ready. We have a pretty good scout on everybody we play. I think this was probably the toughest scout that we've had all year, possibly. With their athleticism, how quick their guards are, and how they can play inside and out. Thankfully, we got out on the 3 shooters. I think we allowed maybe 2 or 3 open ones in the first half. And in the second half, we got it done. We closed out. Thankfully, he missed that one in the corner, missed assignment, but we got lucky.
But you guys fell down early and then came back to take the lead at the half, and then it was kind of, nip and tuck, back and forth all the way through the second half. But Richard Bland, they won it 2 years ago, so they got a good reputation here in this tournament. How's it feel to knock them off and get third place?
It's okay. I mean, it's nice to get third, but we came here to play in that championship game. Unfortunately, we were a couple stops away last night. We couldn't get it done, so this is what we'll settle with. And 2 years in a row placing third, I'm fine with this group of guys that I went to battle with for my freshman year and my sophomore year. So.
It's probably refreshing to end your season on a win, nonetheless.
Oh yeah, definitely. We were talking about it in the locker room, how bad it hurt, and we remember it just from last year too. We had to come out and we had to win this one for ourselves. Tonight was about us.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Been here before.
John, what can you say about that tight game all the way through?
No, you know what? It was 2 great defensive teams. I mean, Richard Bland's a great defensive team. They're long, they're athletic. Whatever they have in the water, I'm taking my son, who's 12, to Virginia and drinking that water for like a month so he can grow like those tall suckers they got there. But, both teams just, I thought, played great defense. Everything was contested, and so we just made one more point than them. That's all really happened. And just both teams laid it all on the line. And give both teams credit. Both teams didn't feel sorry for themselves. They came out, played aggressive. They got after it. They're talking to each other, trying to get some energy instilled, and it's a tough game to do, especially after your dreams less than 24 hours ago of winning the national championship were crushed. But I give both teams a lot of credit. Both teams showed a lot of character. Chuck does a great job of getting character out of his players, and I give our guys credit for showing. I told them, at halftime I told them it's all about you, and I made a U and I made a smiley face, and I said it's all about you. If you come ready to play, okay, and you give the effort, then you can smile when you leave here.
You guys had a nice little push there to the end of the half to take the lead. In the second half, it was kind of back and forth the whole way.
Yeah, it was. And the we got moving a little bit offensively, got into a flow, and that was a game where nobody could get into a flow. And the team that they got in an early flow took a little bit of a lead, and then we caught a little bit of a flow. And then the second half, it was just two heavyweight boxers just going at it, fighting each other and pounding, and just who was going to stand up last. And Devon Mingo makes a great misses both free throws, but because he was exhausted, but he makes a great effort play to get the rebound at the end and win the game.
I talked to Rashid about, Richard Bland winning the national championship in 2015, so they got a pretty good pedigree.
Yeah, but you know what? You could say that, but those kids that were on the team aren't there. Right. So, they have a pedigree just because Richard Bland won it. This junior college thing it's different. Each team, when you look at Lewisburg, they got one guy back from last year's team. It's different. It's a different environment in this junior college as it is NCAA. And beating Richard Bland, just beating those players that he's got, that's a great team he's got there. And their tradition, and he's starting to back up the program. And I know it's not easy for Chuck, but he's doing a great job with them. And I give him a lot of credit to get back here 2 out of the last 3 years and that he just started this thing. So he's doing a great job. But those kids that he's bringing in, they're buying into his system. They're buying in, and that's why it's beating Richard Bland because they won the national championship. None of those guys were around, so really that wasn't it. It was just, I thought, two teams just battling out, fighting as hard as they could after a disappointing night last night, and did a great job, I thought, both ways, and both teams showed a lot of character.
Final question. Shakir Pinder played a really good game for you off the bench tonight.
Yeah, you know what? He came in and gave us a spark defensively and did a good job offensively and rebounding wise and stuff like that. And with all those athletes that they got, and he's the only really big body that we had that came ready to play tonight. And he gave him a lot of credit for he could have powered it, but he didn't. He stayed up to 5 o'clock in the morning with Armand Benford talking about what happened with the game and in the rooms. I didn't know that. I would have put him to bed. Okay, but at walkthrough, I saw Armand had some bags in his eyes. I go, what are you doing? Stay out all night? And so he told me about their talk and stuff like that. So I just knew those guys were ready to go, at least not to end there, or at least give every effort they had to play in a great contest like this.
That's it.
All right, thanks.
Congratulations.